Welcome back. So today I'm going to be using what? Okay, hold up. I need to slow down. So today I'm not going to be doing a Boxycharm unboxing. I feel like my box got here a little bit late this month, and I also feel like I want to try to switch up the way I'm doing this because everybody and their mama's doing unboxings, and quite frankly there's really no surprises anymore. So now I just kind of want to do demos and reviews. So this is me using everything that came in the box. Here's my box. I think that this month, especially because there were 6 items in the box, I think everyone got the same exact thing. I think the only variation was what color of the eyeliner you would get or what color of the lipstick you would get. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they were all the same exact thing. So I'm just going to go really quickly over what came in here, what the cost of what it says the cost of the item was, and I'm also gonna have at the end of this a demo showing you how I did my full face today using all the items that came in the box. So we're gonna get through this part first for anybody who only cares about this part, and then you can stay to the end if you want to see the video on how I put this all together. So the theme for this one is Caribbean Queen or Caribbean Queen, but because of that song by Billy Ocean, I just love Caribbean Queen. So anyone who's old enough to remember that one. But anywho, so the first thing we have in here is the Alamar palette. Oh, I need to slow down today. Okay, so the first thing we have here is the Alamar palette, and it is the Reina del Caribe. If I can open it, that'd be great. So that's what that looks like. It says that this retails for $28. So these are all the colors that come in the palette, and you have La Costa, El Malecón, Varadero, Celia, Coco Taxi, Tropico, Guantanamera, and Cafecito. I think the colors are gorgeous. I think they blend out beautifully. They are incredibly pigmented. The way they work together, the way they look together, the way they apply, everything worked out beautifully. $28, absolutely worth it, and I would totally buy that on its own. So moving on, next here we have the Baddington Monroe Silk Lashes, and they're already on my eyes, but this is the box that they come in, and this says that they retail for $28. I don't think so. I don't like them at all. The inner corners keep popping. I did trim them so that they would actually fit onto my eyes. I put glue. I fussed with them so long trying to get them to work, trying to get them to stay, and they really wouldn't shape to my eyes. I tried shaping them on my own before I put them on. This is just not the kind of band that I like. It's just not for me. We'll say it that way. It's just not for me personally. I don't like them. The look of them, I mean, they look like they're going to be dramatic lashes, but then to me, by the time you get them on, they look so sparse at the tips that, I don't know, $28 though. I would never pay $28 for these. I have so many Kiss lashes that are very fluffy, that are very full, very dramatic, easy to work with invisible bands, and they look beautiful. So $28 for these, I absolutely would not do it. The Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, some people say it's pronounced Boom Boom Cream, but whichever way you choose to pronounce it. This size here, it says retails for $10. It works well. As far as the tightening or, you know, smoothing or anything like that, I can't really say. I haven't used it super long time. I have tried it a couple times since getting it. It smells nice. It absorbs fast. It does feel good on the skin, but are there plenty of other lotions out there that do feel nice and absorb quickly and still make your skin feel soft? Yes. Can you get more product than this little thing for $10? Yes. So would I pay $10 for this? I would not. Moving along from there is the 3-piece Luxie Flawless Complexion brush set. It says that this retails for $42. Now here's the thing. I wasn't expecting to like these brushes as much as I do, so I do like them a lot. The foundation brush I was surprised by because I don't usually like brushes for foundation. I usually prefer a sponge. If I do use a brush for foundation, I prefer my Wet n Wild foundation brush. That is my absolute go-to. I was surprised by this one. I actually do like it. I was not expecting it because it doesn't feel very dense, and the shape and the size are not something you would usually expect for a foundation brush. It worked incredibly well. It blended out everything super quickly, really nicely. And if you did happen to notice a couple of brush strokes, all you had to do was do a quick swirling motion and it got rid of that. Usually I would have to go over with a sponge to smooth that out if I did use a brush, but no, this worked out so well. And the shape is really interesting because there's almost like a diamond tip to it, so it tapers off at the tip. So you'll see in the video, if you stay to watch, I also used it to pat out my concealer under my eyes, and it worked for that as well. So very surprised by this. I did end up liking this a lot. So I think if I ever needed to reach for a foundation brush again and you know my go-to was dirty, I would definitely use this one. I ended up liking it a lot. Now we have the dual fiber brush. Super flimsy. I wasn't expecting to like it at all because it was so flimsy. It did work out well for my bronzer, not bad for that. I also used it to take my bronzer and contour a little bit. I would still use my other two favorite brushes for that, but as far as like, you know, again, a brush that if my other ones are dirty and I had to reach for it, I would go for it. It did also do the blush nicely, so no complaints there. But yeah, I wasn't expecting too much out of it. It did work. I do have other brushes I do prefer, but this still is a very nice brush. So moving on from that one, here is the tapered highlighter brush. This may be my second favorite highlighter brush because it did work really well. It did buff it in nicely. Even though I used an eyeshadow for my highlighter today, it smoothed it out across the skin. I don't see it picking up any, you know, crazy amounts of texture or anything. And I do like the size of this and how soft it is. So yeah, second favorite highlighter brush. Now, do I think the set is worth $42 for these three? I'm gonna have to say no. I would have probably paid like $24 for the set, but $42 I think is just way too much for just three face brushes when there are lots of companies putting out really good quality brushes where you can get more brushes for just about the same amount of money. So that for $3 just seems a bit much to me, but they are great brushes and I'm glad they came in the box because it's nice to add to the collection. Moving on from there, the Jaunt Blue waterproof eyeliner pencil. I'm gonna have to try it again because when I swatched it on my hand, it did come off really easily. Like the colors, look how fast, look. But then when I tried to get it on my eyes, I don't know if it's because there was already kind of makeup there or whatever, so that didn't really work. But then I switched to another eyeliner and then that one did the same thing. So I ended up having to go with my Rimmel Scandaleyes in black, and finally that came out in the rim. So maybe I would have to use it without having all the makeup under my eyes, but they say here that it is a $5 pencil. It probably is. I would say more like a $2 pencil because it didn't really perform that well. Ofra. Oh, last but not least is the Ofra liquid lipstick. This retails for $21 and this is in the shade Verona. I have many Ofra liquid lipsticks. I've been getting Ofra for years. I do like their brand a lot. I like their liquid lipsticks a lot. They're very comfortable on the lips. I do find that they last super long. I do think they're worth the $21. Like I said, I've been getting them for years already. I have several colors and I just happen to like them a lot. I didn't think I was gonna like this shade, but I'm finding that I actually do. It's a nice like neutral brown taupey color going on here. So maybe it doesn't necessarily go with the makeup on my eyes, but I do really like it a lot. So that is it for this box. That's how I feel about everything that came in the box. And moving on from here, I'm just going to jump into the video showing you how I got the look together and how I used everything that came in the box. And I will see you to close out the video at the end.